And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Hield and Butler will slot in at the small and power forwards. Podziemski out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Kuminga in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. And the shot goes in. Randall's got 10 points here in the second half.
Tonight has been all about Julius Randall. He is scoring at will. They should keep going to him.
Hield outside. A miss that time would have put him up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Good on the triple. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, you could tell that Randall was looking for his shot there. Got the ball and wasted no time putting up the jab.
Butler against Randall. Butler on the way. Butler with a silky shot.
Well, Butler not able to get to the rim, but he gets the floater to go.
Conley feeling it out. Pass to Highland. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's Melton. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 6 rebounds in the game. Randall passes to Highland. To the paint. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Stan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
And the first one drops.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Nasreed's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Al Horford is checked in for Hield. And Stephen Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in.
And seems like he's regaining his focus. The form at the line tonight has not been as good for the most part.
Curry finds Butler. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Horford with a screen on Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Reed with the block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Curry. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Horford with a screen on Edwards. Here's Butler, nails the 16-footer.
And Jimmy Butler is very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
Randall with a screen for Highland. And they call an illegal screen here. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll take on Mikal Bridges and the New York Knicks. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Detroit, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Clark, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards inside, guarded by Horford. Butler against Clark. fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Butler. In the paint, Butler!
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
And here's Edwards. Down low. And Reed throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Warriors trail by 7. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. The Warriors making a switch here. Richards is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Highland's checked in. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here is Conley. Edwards looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Edwards!
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Here's Podziemski. Puts one up. Randall grabs the board.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
Free throw good from Randall.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Bones Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Both free throws good from Randall. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Butler. The body control from Butler. Wow.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Butler.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The Timberwolves working the ball around him. Kept alive, Gobert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Looking to get it going. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And that one is good.
And this is where Steph thrives. The more room he has to run and operate, the more dangerous he becomes. And
the Timberwolves with possession here. Edwards passes to Gobert. Here's Randall. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry with it. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Moody finds Curry. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry. Outside Butler, launches it. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniels' athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Moody. To the paint, here's Butler, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 11-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that's the first of 6 played on the road. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Outside Edwards. Drained from outside.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Green with the ball. McDaniels picks him up. 5 on the clock. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
The free throw drops for Post. Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Minnesota leading by 10. Now McDaniels. Now Randall from deep. That one is off.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Green outside. Here's Curry. Lets loose a three. A three-pointer. Good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Now Butler. Good work there as it goes down.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
Here's DiVincenzo. And there's 1:45 left to play in the final quarter. Here's McDaniels. And the shot goes in.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Curry fires. McDaniels pulls it down.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Now Randall launches it, and down goes the three.
And if he gets the space, Randall absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner three.
Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game. Yeah, look, it's not always about height. He's showing he wants those boards.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight.